don't have a license for it. I turned it in already.
Hello, hello.
Shut up, I'm talking.
Actually, I should probably put on some headphones, perhaps. Or maybe not. Maybe it's okay.
I can't see me angry like this anymore. I need to set
How's everyone? Can everyone see me right now?
I came in here.
Am I? And can people see me? Am I live right now? I'm doing the classic. Am I live right now? I'm not sure if I actually am live. Am I talking into the void? What is happening right now? Hold on.
I don't mean it.
Oh, you can hear us. Okay. Wait. Hello, hello. Hey, everybody.
I'm sorry.
The void is talking back. Yes, the void is talking back. Okay. So, how we're doing this, and thank you for writing with the very impromptu nature of all this. But yes, we are. I'm watching The Rookie on ABC on my TV right now, and you guys will just be watching me watch it. So if you want to watch it along with me, go ahead and fire it up. I'm on the West Coast. It's starting at 9 p.m. Pacific time. It's 8:57 p.m. right now. And yes, this is a really exciting, fun thing that we were able to do with The Rookie. We've had to keep it a secret for a while. I'm very excited for you guys to see it. I think some of you have already seen it over on the East Coast and in various different time zones across America. But hold on, I think my wife is trying to get into this room. Mara, are you trying to get? Okay, she's over there. So, what was I saying? I was saying something. I know I was saying something. Oh, yes. Okay, so a couple things up top here. We shot this a while ago. And I had the pleasure and also just the privilege of being able to go visit I guess, like, I don't know how you would describe this, but I've seen this episode once before. We saw it get mixed finally. Shane and I did. So this is not the first time I'm seeing it. But I am aware that it is the first time that a lot of you folks are seeing it. So I'm going to try and be a little sparing in my commentary. I'll answer, I don't want to like ruin the viewing experience for yourself. So I'm going to try and kind of feel it out so that we could see how we can make this a good experience for everybody. But it is going to be bizarre to watch this. Right now I'm watching the last 2 minutes of the show that runs prior to The Rookie. There's a dog in a sweater. But yes, in the meantime, let's pop into some of these some of these comments. Okay. Does anybody have any questions ahead of time? Coco Cheru says, "Is The Rookie the cop show?" Yes, it is. We aren't cops in it. We're ghost cops, but yes, we do interact with Mr. Nathan Fillion. And by the way, so cool to work with him and meet him. Super nice guy, and fun to have, I guess, the characters of Ryan and Shane interact with Officer Nolan. Yeah, and for those wondering, this is a true, I guess, crossover event in that Shane and I are ourselves actively doing a Ghost Files episode that happens to intersect with the Rookie crew when they're out doing their own thing. You'll see what I mean, but it is the two worlds of the series colliding, and here we go. Is that volume too loud? Show starting. Finny.
How you doing? They just put it right there. You know, it's not happy to see me. I know. I want to just get this case behind you. If today's not a good day. No problem. Great. Let's start at the beginning then.
Take your squeaker somewhere else.
That was a few years ago when she showed up at my door pretending to be pregnant with my grandchild. Excuse me?
So this is like a found footage style episode of The Rookie. Alexa, who's the showrunner of this, had mentioned that this is something that they do occasionally, and they love doing this. And happy we could be a part of it. This is really fun.
I was charmed by her. She had walked a tough road, but she had grit. She was resourceful and driven, and I admire that. So she and Henry are no longer together. Yeah, she broke off the engagement, but it was amicable. You arranged for Abigail to have a ride along with the LAPD.
Now, I am going to be looking down here every now and then for questions as they come, but once again, trying not to blab through your guys' entire viewing experience here.
And then 6 months ago, she was reported missing. What exactly happened?
Pauline says, interesting story from set.
Get to the bottom of what happened to that poor girl.
Honestly, one of the more interesting things that happened was just the nature and the reality of folks all calling Shane and I just our own real names, also our character names. Like on my Instagram, you'll see that the little trailers they had us in, the door usually says your character name for whatever part you're playing, and ours just said Ryan and Shane, which was super bizarre. And to like report to wardrobe, which you do early in the morning, when the wardrobe is, the outfit you wear to work normally, is really fun. So that was kind of bizarre. But honestly, one of the coolest things, and this comes in later in the episode, is when you run into us later in here, and the location that we're at. Apparently that location's actually haunted. So that was funny, but they dressed it up to look more decrepit and whatnot. It's supposed to be kind of like an abandoned asylum. And man, it really looks like most of the places that we've investigated in our time. I'm going to go into another questione here.
I only saw an early cut. Could have used a bit more gore if you asked me. I didn't. I asked why you thought Abigail's case was so compelling. Oh, right. Because her Hollywood dream had become the Hollywood nightmare.
Incredible. I love mockumentary style. I grew up watching a bunch of mockumentary style television shows. So to be a part of this episode that was mockumentary style, super fun. And the actress who plays Abigail Madeline, amazing. Everyone we worked with was amazing and super nice. Also, like when you have a TV show like this, they've been a cast and crew for however many years, so it's like a very familial environment, and everyone was super nice.
Generation of unheard voices. Abigail sent in a very compelling pitch video.
Just going through for more questions here. For those of you who can't watch the live showing of it right now, apologies, but it should be available on Hulu. So unfortunately, a lot of things I'm saying right now won't probably make much sense. I guess I'm not really actively commenting on the things that are happening on the screen, so this may work as somewhat of a companion piece. But right now we're in the office of a horror producer who believes in the character of Abigail, who then decides to make a documentary, and that all kind of ties together. Pete the Cat says couch potato. That's fine. That's fair. I'm on a couch technically. You got me there. Linda Case, when is Ghost Files coming out this year? It is already out on Watch Your TV right now, and it'll be coming out on YouTube May 16th. And it's a bonus season of Ghost Files, 4 extra episodes for you guys this year. We will be having our normal season of Ghost Files in the fall as well, which I'm very excited for you guys to see. And if any of you watch Ghost Files alone, you might enjoy parts of that new season. Not this one that's happening right now, but in the fall. But yes, if you do want to see the new season of Ghost Files right now, it is available on Watch Your TV, or you could just wait till May 16th and watch it on YouTube.
So Abigail hires you to compose
Doug,
the
what
music
says
for
Limp
the
Mansion?
film.
Question mark. I've always wanted to go. Never been to St. Louis, so
She's very
that would be awesome.
committed, which I-
Seal, any plans for more international Ghost
I
Files
tried not to
shoots in the
take it
fall
personally
season?
when she kept throwing out all the music I was writing, but then she
I mean, yeah,
later
it's tough to travel internationally, but if we have the opportunity and it's feasible, then yeah, we could do that.
I do wish she paid me though.
Also, shout out to all of you folks
Did you get paid?
who were able to catch Ghost Files being on the television as a way to seed us being in this episode. That was really fun.
Their anger didn't manifest into a concrete threat.
From the suspect perspective, we were back to square one.
Until we discovered that
Chelsea Castillo, hey Ryan, any Florida tour dates? We actually haven't figured out the tour dates yet for the next Ghost Files tour, but it is in the works. So,
News that should bring some relief to the Southland. The LAPD have announced a major arrest charging the United States Fillion with the murder of 10.
I didn't get the chance to work with this gentleman who portrays this, I believe, serial killer. He's very intense in the show. I greatly enjoy it. You'll see in a second here.
It wasn't until we caught Glasser attempting to murder a new victim that we were finally.
Sloth Wonderbag, hey Ryan, does anyone in the crew play Magic the Gathering? Not that I know of. I've wanted to get into it though. But this guy right here, I love him.
Man, and the subject of an extraordinary campaign of harassment by the LAPD, particularly Detective Nyla Harper.
You've been charged with the murder of 10 people.
Those horrific allegations have not been proven in a court of law, and they never will be.
You've also been charged with jury tampering.
Look, if you're just going to railroad me like the police, then this interview is over.
Hold on. I'm not here to talk about any of that. I want to talk about Abigail. Why didn't she come see you?
I'm looking at Carlisle. I wonder if that's the Carlisle we know from over on Watcher TV. But Carlisle, how the helmet design on the episode come to be? The helmet design in this show, I wasn't privy to any of those discussions, but it definitely plays a story part in this episode, which we'll see later. Whereas the helmet that we use in Ghost Files proper is much more functional in design. There was plenty of designs for that helmet that didn't work out, and by no coincidence, or perhaps coincidentally, those prior helmets designs that did not work out were designed by me, and the one that did work out was not designed by me. So, you know, who's to say what's the reason why it eventually worked out? But yes, Jaden Burke says I sadly got to go by Ryan. That's okay. You know, you take care of yourself. I'll see you next. I'll see. Oh boy. Glorious edits. Were you guys scared to play yourselves as their characters like you did on SWAT? I don't know if scared's the right word, but it was definitely a bizarre experience to play a fictional version of a non-fictional version of yourself, I suppose. Like for instance, I saw a lot of people say that like Shane doesn't typically do the history on Ghost Files, and that he does it in this episode, which we'll see in a bit. There are certain things that obviously like you have to like adjust for an audience of a TV show that are. So that was a fun thing to kind of like see how the worlds would mesh together. This is the place that Abigail's doing a documentary on, and the place that you are going to see maybe two silly ghost hunters be inside already. But no, it was interesting playing versions of ourselves, and yeah, at times it was kind of almost like we were investigating. That place was haunted. Well, now we're in a commercial break, so not as afraid to really talk here. Someone said Lakers in 5. Not sure. I have the game paused. I will be watching it after this. This is such an interesting question. It comes from someone whose name is Dinosaur with 2 exclamation points. Ryan, if they made you and Shane as a marketable plushie, would you want to have button eyes or stitched on eyes? What would stitched on eyes even entail? Are you talking about like a ping pong ball I cut in half with like a little Sharpie eyeball pupil, or button eyes is interesting. I'm gonna go with button eyes because I think that would be more visually disturbing. Oh, someone said, Ryan, look at the top chats. So how does that work? Oh, interesting.
Turning daydreams into days off. The fabric
Coraline. And people say I'm a Coraline fan.
The fabric of our lives.
Where is the PP Man? PP Man is my dog, by the way. He's right there. That's my wife.
Higher up. Yeah, there he is. Say hi, Vinny.
Still have moderate severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms after taking a medication like Humira or Remicade?
Ella Dansky, how did you guys get the opportunity to do this with Shane? Did you guys audition? No, actually, we were lucky enough that Alexi reached out to us, and they had the idea to do that. And of course, we're not going to say no to that. So we were very, very lucky and fortunate to just be, given the opportunity to come play around with them. And yeah, it was such a cool experience. And like I said, everybody on this set, so nice and welcoming. So we had a great time. Molly says, oh, I lost it. I lost it. Moving over to back to the live chat. But shout out, thank you ABC for saying that. What hat is that? This is it's a hat from a theme park podcast I host. It says Rides. I can show you. Very silly. Okay, moving down here to see if there's any more questions. Apologies if I am not a skilled live streamer. I'm trying to navigate this chat right now, and this is actually the first time I've really done like a YouTube live chat, and it's tougher to read these chats than I actually thought I could have ever anticipated. So bear with me here, and apologies. What the? Oh, I see.
The footage on Abigail's hard drive shows her inside Westview's abandoned ward. Was that?
Oh, interesting. Well, shout out to Ethan LA. Thank you for that. It says, will you guys go to the Yorktown Memorial Hospital? There's been 3 overnights myself. Gonna go on a 4th this May. I'm actually not familiar with the Yorktown Memorial Hospital. I'm gonna look that up right now. All of my notes on my phone are like just various locations that are haunted throughout the world, because when I meet people, they'll be like, oh, you got to investigate this place. And I'll go, oh yeah, I got to write that down in my notes. So I'll write this down too. Check this out. Well, yep, I'm looking at pictures. It doesn't look great in the sense that it looks extremely unpleasant, which means Shane and I will be there shortly, probably. Okay, so now we have our heroes here coming to investigate a disturbance at the asylum. Officer Nolan and Juarez. Carlos A says, Ryan, where's the popcorn? Oh, trust me, the popcorn's been consumed. But I will say that popcorn typically doesn't make for a good auditory experience for anybody. Elaine Fernandez, is the show available in Canada? I don't think we have Hulu here. I'm actually not sure about that one. That's gonna. I know I saw ABC lurking in this chat. Otherwise, that could be something that someone could help you out with there. So apologies if I don't have the answer for that. Did you? Do you intend to investigate the house with the Polaroid ghost? Wasn't aware of the Polaroid ghost. Who's the Polaroid ghost? I'm gonna have to write that down now. Polaroid ghost. I'm just gonna have a tab full of ghosts and locations. Oh my God, the Polaroid Phantom. That's a real thing.
I just showed her around. told her some stories, things that.
Melita DeMello says, "Can you please tell Vinny that he's a good boy?" Vinny, once again, my dog, aka PP Man. Vinny, you're a good boy. He turned around and he concurred.
I was the last person to see her before she disappeared.
How do you know that?
Oh, Seal said, "Ryan, would you rather lick the floor of Penhurst Asylum or sleep in the body chute at Waverly?" I'm going to have to go with sleep in the body chute just because I don't think I am seeing the morning if I lick the floor of Penhurst. One of the grossest buildings I've ever been inside in my life, honestly. Yes. Dika Tria. Ryan, tell me, did you geek out meeting Nathan Fillion? Did Shane need to reel you back on your high? Honestly, I think Shane and I were equally geeked to meet the man himself. Once again, super nice guy. I've been a fan of his since Firefly Serenity. And so to be able to meet him and then work with him, pretty cool, surreal experience. And it's just, anytime you get to collaborate or work with people that, inspire you or that you look up to, it's great because you get to learn from them. So, and he was very, very generous with his time and his knowledge with me, honestly. And oh my God, they're listening to an EVP right now. The face is on the look on everyone's faces right now is the look on people's faces at Watcher, or honestly, my wife usually when I show her an EVP, and I think it's bona fide evidence, and she's not sure about that.
Hello? Can you hear me? And that was the last anyone had seen her.
But Carl could have just turned off his camera and then killed that.
Amazing.
Right?
We couldn't rule him out as a suspect, but we only have circumstantial.
Ryan, you have to visit a battleship with Shane, man. That comes from Pure Vidiox. We actually did go to the USS Yorktown back in the day, and the Queen Mary. Not unless you're talking about like an active battleship, in which case we have not done that. I don't think they would let me and my tall, lanky goofball friend run amok on a working battleship. But never say never, I guess. Never did I think we would have a crossover ep with the show as cool as the Rookie. So here we are. So maybe, maybe I'll manifest that. Carter Yonker says, "What is this live for?" Well, Carter, if you're wondering why you're hearing Pete Davidson's voice in the background, it's because I'm watching a commercial. And we have been lucky enough to have a crossover episode with the Rookie, Ghost Files and the Rookie, in which Ghost Files and the Rookie characters interact with each other. And I'm hosting a watch party because this is a really cool thing to be a part of. So if you have ABC, Carter, you can turn it on right now and you can watch it, or you can watch it on Hulu later. But that is what you're watching right now. But if you can't watch that, I'll be chatting here, answering some questions, and we can do that. Carter says, "I never thought I'd hear Ryan say my government LMFAO." You heard it here first, Carter Yonker.
Just 12 ingredients.
That's right. Clean, moisturizing body
Eva Z said, "Did Mari decorate the background? If so, she did a good job." Mari makes all the decorative decisions in our household, and it's for the best. It should be court ordered, but I did it voluntarily because I have some self-awareness. Ryan, will you and Shane ever film another Minecraft episode? I hope so. Someone also said, Logan Fader said, "What up, you dirty worms?" That's a reference to Podwatcher. But another Minecraft episode, I'd love to. When we played that in survival mode, that was my first time I've ever played that game. So I'd not really been familiar with it. It was so much fun. James Donka? You spooked me tonight. I apologize. Jessica Morris, are you guys interested in investigating the Stanley Hotel in Colorado, aka the Shining Hotel? We have been to that hotel. We were filming a promo there for a movie, but we weren't actually able to officially investigate it. Though at the time we did apparently meet the mayor there, who handed us his business card. Now that I think about it, I should have checked to see if the business card actually said the mayor on it, but I don't think It did. That's besides the point. Either way, he did say that he would make sure that we would be able to investigate that hotel. We had not taken him out on that offer because Shane lost his business card. But we did do that promo there, and then we did kind of do some light ghost hunting with the staff there. Shout out to Cody over there. Brittany Q, question from Ari. I know Ryan's your hubby. I couldn't even get hubby out. I know Ryan's your hubby, but are you a Bugara or a Shaniac in terms of believing ghosts and the supernatural in general? That's a question for you.
I believe in ghosts.
She does believe in ghosts.
Yeah, I believe. I've never seen one.
My mom also nodding her head. She believes in ghosts as well. My mom's right there as well. And that is my mom. I'm not referring to my dog as my mom. Vinny is not my mom. That'd be weird. Please bring back the hot dog. You're gonna have to ask Shane about that. What a Funko Life says hi from the UK. Hotel Monte Vista in Arizona is creepy. Once again, gonna add a tab here. Hotel.
But who has what it takes to become the 2025 Jeopardy Masters champion?
Am I back? Am I back? That was weird. I looked up the Hotel Monte Vista and my computer said no. But I'm gonna be in Arizona soon to shoot something, so that'll be fun. Maybe I could drop by. I don't know if it's where it is. Oh, show's back on. Oh, look at them files. You know I love files. If there's one thing you know about me, it's that I'm a big fan of files.
Footage was definitely a shock.
You both have a history with Miss Hall, is that right?
Yes.
PC8 said you look so confused, dog. LMAO. Welcome to my life. This is just my resting confused face.
Before or after YouTube?
Okay, next question.
I'm simply trying to establish a timeline. No problem. I'll just ask her later.
I worked in the psych ward at Westview for a year while getting my social work degree.
Stephen Lim in the chat. Where's Stephen? Stephen said you're not watching the Laker game right now? I have the game paused, my guy. We got ghosts to catch. And I will be watching after. So please, no spoilers in the chat. Bless you.
You're saying they would get worse, not better.
Yes, and conventional treatments seem to never work.
Someone suggested
looking at some more cues here. Please get. Oh wait, I forgot. I think. Hold on, 1 second. I'm going to try something.
Beyond the capabilities of modern science to discover.
Or maybe it's demons.
There are no demons at Westview.
There are totally demons at Westview. What's another explanation for everything that's
If anybody were to tune into you guys tuning into this live stream right now, they would see you looking at a guy making a phone call and just one.
This man came out in a big overcoat, black mask, big knife.
Hang on a moment. I know that Ava and Charlotte were never treated at Westview, so what's the connection?
Never mind. Salvador Bello, ever consider doing an equipment breakdown video? That's a good question. That's a really good idea. Right now on Watcher TV, we do Evidence Room, which is not a breakdown of our equipment, but it's a breakdown of all the evidence. If you've ever wondered what it's like to sift through hours and hours of footage and audio to search for ghosts, Evidence Room is basically a string out of all that evidence, however big or small or insignificant or significant, according to whoever the eye of the beholder is. And I'll walk you through that. And that's one of our bonus series, but maybe we can make another bonus video over Watcher TV about walking through the equipment. It's a good idea. Lori Rain said, love when you played weird coffee shop video game.
As odd as it was to find that connection, it was just one of those weird coincidences.
Rihanna Clapham says, can we get an ep with Mari and Sarah, even some more fun like the Winchester house? That has long been something that I've toyed with. Mari right now, Shake doesn't look. I don't know if she would survive, but it's something that has been on my mind. Maybe a special Valentine's Day episode, or maybe we could do a Mother's Day episode where I take my mom too. She says no. Okay.
You mentioned something to me about a watch.
You spoke to it?
By the way, well, is this what live streamers say? Chat. Hey, chat. What do you are just getting a gauge of the room here? How many of you folks are rookie heads, rookie fans?
John was interested in it too. That young woman Abigail went missing there. Are you saying the police
Getting a lot of me's.
No.
Eva Z says, I don't know what it is. Well, that answers that question. Seeing some first-time episodes. Love to see it. Well, if you are a rookie fan and you've somehow stumbled onto this video and you are not familiar with Ghost Files, welcome. I host a show called Ghost Files with a very, very tall man, the one they call Shane Madej. And we hunt ghosts together. We hunt them down, we capture them, and then we re-release them back into the wild as a catch and release program. And it's what we do because we're professionals, which is why we are on the rookie, because game recognizes game, I guess. We don't neuter them. I never said we neutered them. I said we catch and release. It's sport fishing.
Like a month ago. Why?
Okay, so now they're discovering that something fishy going on in this abandoned building. Why walls wet? Question mark.
Did you two get involved? Selena and I were about to clock out when we got the call.
God, I hate this place. How many messed up things have to happen before they tear it down?
Okay.
Apparently the ownership is under dispute. Westview says that they
Officer Nolan and Officer Juarez about to run into two goofballs you might recognize.
Lucifer,
Oh my god.
you're messing with me.
Yes, I am. Come on, let's go find Tim and Lucy and get her.
God, Nathan, a funny dude. Like I said, look at the production design of this asylum. Super well done. And you would think, like, why would somebody just run through the hallways just throwing papers over their head like they were having a eureka moment constantly? But I got to tell you, in abandoned places that we've been, there are reams of paper everywhere. And I don't know what people are walking in here and going, let's give this place a paper shower. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. And it's a commercial break. Well, look, I was with you guys on that one. I got to wait till after this commercial break. And I don't know if you're on the West Coast with me, but if you are, I'm not going to say the brand name, but we're looking at something that looks tasty. But now while we're in the commercial, let's fire up some more cues while we wait to see what happens to our favorite officers here.
Obviously. Thank you. Nailed it, Dad. Wait, do I spy and I need 5 minutes to myself?
Okay, so, hey, Ryan, you and Shane and Steven should come to my city, Evansville, Indiana, first week of October. We host the second biggest fall festival in the U.S.
A good meal is all that.
I love a festival, and I love exploring towns. So, you know, if we ever find ourselves in that neck of the woods during that time, I'll be there. I've always, by the way, if anybody in the chat has been to the Mothman Festival in West Virginia, let me know, because that looked awesome. We were there not in Mothman season, and that's not just because we didn't find him. I mean, like, there's usually a big old festival where a bunch of the townsfolk gather around his sculpted buttocks. Lorraine, going ghost hunting with Mom would be awesome. You could get your mom back for all the time she scared you right now. LMAO. Thank you, Lorraine. And by the way, once again, new to this live stream thing, thank you to everybody who has done what it's called a super chat. So appreciate that and supporting, you know, everything we're doing over here at Watcher. But yes, I don't know. It would be a fun way to get my mom back for all of the jokes she played on me. I'm guessing, Lorraine, you are a pod watcher and now Get Scared, which is the new name of that podcast, fan, because I've told many a tale of her torturing her son.
If you have wet AMD, you never want to lose sight of the things you love. Some things should stand the test of time.
I'm gonna die. Salvador Bello, no plans for Denver in the future. My girlfriend and I visited the Molly Brown house last Saturday. BuzzFeed inspired outing. Well, that's awesome. Hope it went well. Jeremy Ramey, you ever concerned Shane will put on a Bigfoot costume, make you think you achieved your life's mission, then unmask, destroying your dream? Not something I have thought about before. Definitely something I'm thinking about now, but most importantly, something that will be prevented by you making sure that that won't happen, because now I'm privy to it and I cannot be fooled by it. So thank you for setting up the firewall in my brain. Moving forward here. Marvin Pena. Shane would be a Scooby-Doo villain. It's not exactly a question, but it sure is a demonstrative statement, and a statement that I happen to agree with. Though he does look more like Shaggy. Glorious Edit says, how are Brad Pistachio and Brian Cramblish doing right now? Those are deep cut characters from the Ghost Files lore. Or was it BuzzFeed Unsolved lore? I'm not quite sure.
1 hour series finale, Wednesday on ABC and stream on Hulu. Thank you, no applause.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, Kelly G, shout out to your family for watching the videos. Thank you. So no plans for Denver, says Salvador Bello. I got a bug. Oh, wait, here we go.
That's not totally true. All right.
I'm gonna be honest, Shane would totally lie to the police. I don't know if I could say that, but I think he would.
Filming an episode, sir.
Ghost Files. I don't think this.
What is Ghost Files? Welcome to Ghost Files, where we take
Wow, this is so bizarre.
into the field to expose the supernatural. My partner, a skeptic.
Those are the lower thirds that we use on the show. This is so crazy. I am sorry if I am not projecting an aura of chill or cool about this, by the way. This is super cool. So you guys are kind of just watching me take this in as well. And I apologize if it comes off dorky, but this is just so cool. And also just shout out to all of the team at Watcher who helps make this show and has developed the look of this with me. And it's cool to see all that on screen right now. This is awesome.
At that time, did you believe the facility was haunted?
Yes. You were filming there too. Did you experience any temperature fluctuations or anything like that?
I'll ask the questions if you don't mind.
We did.
But this is my documentary.
No, this is our YouTube show. Yeah, so Ghosts
There's
are
the-
set to produce electromagnetic.
That's Alexi, by the way, the showrunner. Super nice guy and a really good sport playing with us here.
We're done here.
Let's wrap this up.
Nice.
Yeah.
All of you, let's go. Come on. No way. This is some of the best footage we've ever got.
Listen to this. What is that?
Oh, it's a spirit box. Did you guys hear anything?
A spirit box?
The spirit box rapidly scans
Here's the spirit box graphic. This is just blowing my mind to see all the assets from the show just transposed onto here.
Listen.
Now we're doing a spirit box session, trying to reach out.
Okay, that's enough. We got it.
Wait. I heard something. Can you turn it up? Help me?
That is not what I heard.
I heard it. I heard help me.
Who do you think it is?
It's feedback. It's a ghost. It was a little clearer down the hallway.
Show me.
Officer. So we're just gonna give up on Tim and Lucy then?
Nathan is a very imposing presence, so when he's in full cop mode, it's quite frightening.
Yeah.
He frightens me.
I've been here for a while, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind if I'm good. Like, really don't. Do you think I've been drugged?
Oh, the wet walls.
How we doing, guys?
Who touched him?
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy, huh?
Mistakes in front of you.
Oh, I've never been that.
We'll see what happens.
Interesting.
I can't confirm or deny the fates of our characters in this episode.
We should keep quiet until this wears off.
No.
Yeah, it's
No.
better for us.
No. What is your most embarrassing memory?
I mean, third grade.
This is an incredible question from Frangeline.
Into my classroom.
What has your rookie counterparts done? while investigating that real life Ryan and Shane wouldn't ever do. Well, first, Shane wouldn't do the history part, but that's just more format of the show, not so much his investigative prowess. What in this episode? I honestly don't believe Shane would tell a cop that we have permission to be at a place if we didn't have permission to be at a place. I think we both of us would crumble. I mean, I actually would probably act very similar to how I did in the show, which was I would fold like a lawn chair. But
It's just yourself, though.
If you never fully forgive me, I totally understand.
I guess we'll have to watch. We'll see. Taking some more investigation. Marco Lopez Jr. Ant-Man Marvel How Details Fast cameo. Not a cameo. Though that's very kind of you to think that we would get a cameo in something of that level. That was just something like a little improv audition that my wife and I did together, and we got the part, so it was really fun. Jerry Ramey said, "What's the most terrifying / intimidating thing you've heard from a spirit box?" Oh, we're back.
Yeah, sure, I heard, but it's one of the crew members or something pre-recorded.
Most terrifying thing I've heard from a spirit box, though, maybe the brown and white from BuzzFeed Unsolved.
What year did you die?
Oh, look who it is! It's my friend John, but that's Shane. Yes, dear.
Hello, Ryan.
Can you guys hear him?
Am I on speakerphone?
You're on speakerphone. Why do you have the cadence of a grandfather right now?
Oh my goodness gracious! Well, tonight's the big night, isn't it?
Are you okay?
I am. I'm eating some popcorn over here.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're right now, Shane. We just discovered Abigail.
I didn't know how to do this any other way than sort of call you and sound like your grandfather.
That's right. You do sound like this. Sounds like or low stakes Who Wants to Be a Millionaire wife phoned a friend who could never help me. That's not true. Right. You would help me all the time. But we just met Abigail, Shane, and she's not in great shape.
No, she's not doing well.
She's done better is maybe the more kind way to say that.
What was your favorite memory from the set of The Rookie?
Well, getting your James Lipton on.
That's right.
Did you ask that one with or without blue cards? I would say that my favorite memory, other than spending the day with you.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
No, honestly, it was just hanging out on set with this like kind of family of crew and cast that The Rookie has cultivated. That was really fun to just kind of walk into an already existing, flourishing ecosystem, and just being
very nice
and being just a part of that.
Very nice and very supportive of our
tomfoolery.
Yes.
What was your favorite moment on set? Asked Dika Trio.
My favorite moment was when someone told us that we were going to really enjoy Nathan Fillion because he loves gadgets, and then Nathan Fillion showed up and had a bag full of gadgets to show us.
He did have a bag full of gadgets, and I don't know, I hope he doesn't mind me saying, he gifted each of us a gadget with a handwritten note, which was beautiful. Such a thoughtful gesture. And I was like, this guy's the truth.
Nathan Fillion stationery.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I've got it on my fridge.
You got it pre-approved. Okay, that's very good. You know what? Does anybody have any questions for Shane while he's here? Because Shane, how long could you hang out with us? Or
a little bit. I'm chilling.
All right. Okay. Oh wait, yeah. Why don't? Can I FaceTime with you? Does that work?
Yeah, I guess.
Are you decent?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is now a challenge to see how many screens we could feature on this live stream. We have my laptop, we have the TV, and now we have my phone. And
wait, hang on.
There you are. There is the big guy right there. Looking like he's mid Twitch stream. Your audio has disappeared, man. Your audio's gone. If you guys ever find yourself in East Tennessee, you should definitely check out Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary. That's from Gigi Shiloh. I'll check it out. I'm going to add it to the tabs. Brushy Mountain. Okay. I'm a little nervous about opening tabs because last time I did that, it killed the stream. So Shane just disappeared. I have to assume, I mean, not from Earth, just from the chat I was having with him. Actually, I can't confirm. Okay. Nope. Here he comes again. Hello.
Is that better?
It is better. Wait, what was wrong with the other part?
I had no audio from you.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Any questions for Shane?
I'm here.
I don't know what this question means, but I'm going to ask it to you. Dirty Sprite 2 says, Shane 1v1 bodies, no face shots with Goatman, question mark?
Shane 1v1
bodies, no face
yeah,
shots with Ghost.
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Is that like some kind of slang from TikTok that we're not aware of?
Not quite sure. Chris Amore says currently constipated and a crying emoji.
Okay, great.
Well, I'm going to assume the crying emoji means that situation is being rectified.
Yeah, hopefully.
That
happened to me once.
What?
Constipation. It happened to Eastern State Penitentiary.
Someone said I need a new screen protector. You're right. This one took quite a tumble the other day. And by other day, I mean like a year and a half ago.
Do I like vanilla? What did it say? Vanilla Coke?
Vanilla Coke? What are you talking about?
I thought someone said, do you like vanilla Coke?
I do like vanilla Coke. Where? Where's the vanilla Coke? Okay.
Did you believe she'd had
I love this setup we've got going.
This is so funny. Oh, Rain, thank you very much. I'm getting used to being a streamer. Someone said, Sarah Kay said, Ryan has ADHD. You leave his screen protector alone. I didn't realize I could attribute it to that, but that is true. I do be having that. So maybe that's why my screen has been broken forever. It says, will you please say, oh, come on now. Will you please say February for old time's sake? It's taken me years, but I've mastered the art of saying the month February, even though I say it slowly every time.
None of the drugs were fast soluble. Otherwise, department policy.
Somebody tried to D's nuts me in the chat. Gotta love that.
Is that what killed Bob? Whatever drug
no, he was shot 6 times in the chest.
Oh, you got popcorn.
Did you get an idea on the body?
His name was Bob Medina. A friend reported him missing about 6 months ago. He was a private investigator.
Okay, so right now we are entering the third act of the episode here, and we're going to soon find out the fates of all involved. Any more questions for the big guy here?
We got any?
Oh, we probably have, but I've been kind of like zoned in on the episode, but also the chat. A lot of things going on. Vinny sleeping on the floor right there, and he's looking adorable. Someone said, "Where's your jacket from, Shane?" John Socks also says, "What are we watching exactly?" Good question, John. John, we're watching The Rookie Ghost Files crossover episode that is currently on my television on ABC. And if you have a television, John, with ABC, you too can also be joining me in watching that, or you can watch me watch that while you watch that.
And it'll be on Hulu tomorrow. Hulu.
That's right, Hulu tomorrow. Tomorrow it'll be on Hulu.
I got all these hats right in front of me. Should I put a hat on? I feel like Hannibal Lecter.
This is not a place for you to audition some looks. We are here to talk about The Rookie, Shane.
If people want to see more hats, chime on for the...
I actually haven't seen that hat, and I'm not sure I like that one.
I got this hat on my honeymoon.
Really?
Yeah, I really did feel like Hannibal Lecter when I was walking around with it.
Why don't you wear it often?
Because it makes me feel like Hannibal Lecter.
Why did you buy it then? You were vibing. You were vibing.
I didn't want to get, I didn't want to get burned out there.
No, yeah, definitely not.
Hot sun. Well, what's going on in The Rookie right now? Okay.
Right now in The Rookie, we are watching towards the end. Abigail has escaped from the asylum. She's now talking to our guy Nathan right now, aka John Nolan, and she is.
Of course.
She's now. I'm trying to figure out what's actually happening right now. She is okay. She is kind of proving. She's doing, I think, her thesis of what everything that has happened.
Someone said it's Fedora the Explorer.
Fedora the Explorer is so good. That's pretty good. You should do a series, Shane, where you just walk around Los Angeles in that fedora. Don't say anything, but heavy featuring of the fedora.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good idea.
I mean, I've told you for the longest time I've wanted to try to attempt pulling off a sort of a cloak, opera cloak type thing, but I don't think I could really nail that.
Gotcha.
Or bring it back in a meaningful way.
Watership Up says, by the way, Ryan, you really underestimated the strength of a 12-year-old last episode. I mean, you said once that you threw another kid at that age. Yeah, but that kid was smaller. Oh no, actually, you're kind of right there. I suppose I did say that, and that doesn't. Yeah, no, you got me there. I don't know what to say about that, but
we've had people all week sending us emails of their children throwing dumbbells. It's been a very strange week.
Yeah, that's referring to a claim made in a Mystery Files episode in which we cover Popper the Poltergeist, in which a 12-year-old boy saw I believe, 20-pound object fly across the room. I think it was an encyclopedia, if I'm not mistaken. And I doubted the ability of a 12-year-old to do that and make it fling across the room and hit the wall, and was quickly and swiftly proven wrong by the internet. So I apologize for the folly of my ways. Salvador Bella says, shout out my girlfriend Lily. Hello, Lily. MacGyver said, I sent an email about my dream to watch your podcasts. It sucked.
It sucked.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your next stream is better. Prayers up for the sequel.
Oh yeah, I am wearing the same shirt I had in the Popper episode. That is very strange. I'm realizing as we're watching this,
yeah,
that we didn't have to do any ADR for this episode like we did when we did SWAT.
That's right. Do you think it's because over the years our vocal cords have become more refined, like a precise instrument?
So. They're loose, you know?
Yeah. You didn't get to say your classic line of putting a kid in a car.
Putting that kid in another car.
Meredith Ratchford has a good question here. So is this like a genuine crossover, or is it just an appearance within the Rookie universe? Is this canon to the Watcher universe? Is this canon?
I mean, well, I guess if it's canon in the Watcher universe, then you and I are fictional.
Whoa, you know what's crazy? The composition of the shot I have right now.
History also has quite.
You could see you, but you could also see the reflection of my TV screen right there. So it's kind of like a dual shot.
I like that.
That's pretty good. It is canon. Is this a crossover event, or are we just appearing in the universe? I'm not sure. There's a difference in that. I'm not sure. I think it's a crossover, but I also think it's an appearance. I guess call it whatever you'd like. But the fact of the matter is, Ghost Files, Shane, and the Ghost Files version of Ryan are meeting up with these folks. Yes. A wormhole event, says Miss Chibanavi. Fair. Kozada Moonfang says, when the Sam and Colby collaboration, and thank you for the super chat, that's very generous. I'd love to work with them. So, if they want to come collab, clearly we are open for collabs. We're not going to turn that down. That sounds fun. Let's see.
The commercial's done right now. Huh?
Yeah, Brittany Q says, can the two of you, along with Steven, dress up as the three people who escaped Alcatraz for Halloween? Brownie points for having a makeshift raincoat boat. I'd love. I believe actually at the Alcatraz Museum you could see the paper mache head that they used to escape. So crazy. Rachel Ryan says, "What up, you dirty worms?" Sam said, "I saw you and Shane give a talk at UCI 2 years ago in 2022. Thank you for attending that." Ethan LA says,
"Wait, where did we do that?"
UCI. Ethan LA says, has Shane ever heard of the Yorktown Memorial Hospital? I have that in my tabs. So you will be hearing about it shortly. But that's in Yorktown, Texas. And we definitely have been to Texas before. Had some of our best episodes there of Ghost Files, best investigations.
But now, eczema isn't always going to stop you. With Eggless.
Somebody's asking if that popcorn's good. That's Jessica Ritter.
It is good. It's quite good. It's Trader Joe's.
Oh, nice.
I didn't pop it myself. I know that's sacrilege amongst Colonel heads like us, but sometimes you just, sometimes you got a bag around,
Yeah, it's true. Pick says, have you watched the D.B. Cooper documentary, The Mystery of D.B. Cooper? We haven't, actually.
How do you know what I've seen?
Because I know you don't watch true crime.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
I'm surprised my shaky-ass hands are able to hold this phone so steady right now.
I know, I should be like,
Yeah, it should be like earthquake mode right now. Ethan LA, if you need any evidence, I have plenty. LOL, send it to us.
Ryan, you jiggle the phone and I'll wiggle like I'm
like you're in an earthquake. Yes. Okay, hold on. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta make it like not obvious.
First lean it to one side. First lean it to...
Are you okay? Shane, are you okay? Shane?
You gotta wiggle it.
I can't. Oh! No! This is such a stupid bit. I wish Sarah walked by the hall when you did that just to see you doing that for no reason.
That kind of worked.
AP new. I think it didn't work as much because you could see my hand jiggling it. Like if I hold it. Oh, you know what? If I hold it close enough. No, because you can still see my finger. We'll figure this out.
You jiggling it, it seems like you're, like I'm in a genie in a lamp, and you're.
Yeah. Why don't you behave? Be quiet. I think it's funny that somewhere in an office, somewhere perhaps somebody from ABC or The Rookie is watching me jiggle you around like a genie in a lamp. Oh, okay. The episode's gonna end now. Here we go.
Oh yeah. Here it comes. Oh no,
no. We appear a little bit later, but this is.
You okay?
They cover a lot of ground in this episode.
That's
There's
right.
a lot of.
They thought they could get away with it. I don't want to say that the characters of Ryan and Shane were directly, if not indirectly, responsible for the apprehension of the proper suspect here, but I do want to say we did some solid police work in this episode.
Yeah, we did.
Like, we are investigators in our name. I know it's paranormal in front of it, which usually nullifies any sort of credibility that follows, but investigator do be on that business card. Tara said we should get a medal for helping. I agree.
Maybe in the season finale, they'll,
Well, maybe that was the gadget that Nathan gave us.
Oh, yeah.
Pick said shaking Shane like a child who just got a fish. Like, what's your face from Finding Nemo? Brady Z said woke up at 1 a.m. to see Ryan shaking Shane. It's true. I did do that. My brother's in the chat. Jake Bergara in the chat says stop ignoring me. Didn't even comment in the chat to say like good job. Yeah, just stop ignoring me, bro. ABC, the official account chain, just said 2 gold medals for both of you. No doubt because they saw that phone shake sequence.
Yeah.
That was inspired stuff right there.
Thank you, ABC.
Thank you, ABC. I appreciate it. So when they... Well, maybe this is not the time to ask this, but I am curious. When they give out Emmys, do those usually get pre-mailed, or do we have to be at the ceremony?
You gotta go to the whole
we gotta
thing.
go?
You
Okay.
gotta go to the thing.
Cool. Nolifidian Network said, what would you do if you actually met a ghost?
Like poison their family member's water with a chemical.
What would you do, Ryan?
I'd probably weep. with joy and fear at the same time.
Yeah.
And I would
Just like
yell the biggest "I told you so" ever recorded in history. It would be like Darth Vader saying no levels of volume and length.
What's everything?
And
A lot of woulda, couldas there.
and I would
you know?
do it until I passed out.
Yeah. But I guess we'll never really know.
I really think that helping children was my calling.
If you weren't in a
Once
phone,
he was on the pattern, we started interviewing some of the families. A little pressure.
You know-
Don't shake me again. Don't shake me again. Please.
what do you say?
She'd been running her scam
What do you say?
for a decade. Turns out
I'm
she
sorry.
was the
That's what I thought.
therapist in the last years of his life. He must have told her.
Don't tell. I'll shake you. Oh, shush. Oh God, he's gonna shake me again. Can you do future Ghost Files episodes with Steven, as well as celebrity guest tag-alongs? AP Numa, yeah, we would love to do that, especially Steven. I don't know if Steven would love that. Music Man said, please send birthday wishes to our cat. 42. Happy birthday, 42.
42 years old?
Or 42 is the cat name. We enjoy your show, so keep adding creativity to the world. Best wishes, Mr. and Mrs. Music Man.
It's funny to name a cat after a number.
That's pretty good.
I think we have some Douglas Adams fans in the chat.
Thank you, Music Man, and thank you for the super chat. That's very generous. Brett Warner. Thank you for that. Julie Gonzalez says shake him. I think she's referring to you. Shake him. Amy says that she follows my parents' wiener dogs on Instagram. My mom is happy with that.
I do too.
Mickey and Dory.
Yeah.
That kid Mando, so no hot dog count.
No hot dog.
I
count.
still have only eaten one hot dog this year. This is a running gag from Get Scared, our podcast, in which we are tracking the number of hot dogs we've consumed over a calendar year. You done 3? That's so you haven't had more than the last. I can't believe we're talking about that right now. But you know, someone did bring it up. To be fair, we're not wedging this into conversations. Pick says, "What is Shane eating there? He's eating popcorn, right? Still, yes, I think
That's
so.
right. You got it.
They nailed it.
Well, we're watching.
Bullseye.
Anytime I watch myself on a screen, I eat popcorn and I go, yeah.
Kitty Girl 2210 said, I had to explain to my parents who y'all are. 3 crying face emojis. I apologize. That sounds like a tough conversation. Now there is a gentleman playing a timpani. No, is that a timpani? Big drums? The big ass drums?
Yeah.
Sorry, I know we talked about me not recording interviews in here.
Oh, here we go. We're almost done.
We're almost to the end of the rookie, and so concludes my time with all of you guys. This has been fun, though. And in the event that we have another crossover event with the rookie or any other cinematic franchise, we'll be sure to do this again. And Shane will be holding me in the phone and shaking
Wouldn't that
me
be funny?
when I run out of when I act out of line.
Seriously, this talk is gonna be huge.
I hope so. You deserve something good.
Here we go. Home stretch here.
Home stretch. 9:59, everybody.
Seems like they need a bit of a cherry on top for the end of this episode.
I wonder who's going to be there to complete that Sunday, if you will. I got my spoon. I'm ready to eat.
Great therapist. One with 0 history at Westview.
We'll get there shortly,
We will, I think.
but we love all the,
I can't figure out, how did you know that the PI was working for Caroline McGrath?
Oh, Bob told me while we were stuck in
Nathan Fillion had some good ghost stories.
He did, actually. I wish we... Wouldn't it be funny if Nathan Fillion FaceTimed you right now, Shane, and then you held him up on your phone? And there it is. Here's the button.
Wait. Oh, I was looking for my phone, but it's right here. I was gonna pull up a picture of Nathan Fillion and
Yeah. Now, in this version of you and I, you get spooked and actually would leave the building. Is there any scenario in which you would actually leave the building? This is answering a question that was earlier.
One little frog makes.
No, but if you thought it was actually a ghost.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Well, once again, Shane, I think that concludes our broadcast day here. Do you have any last parting words before I end your existence here.
It's been a pleasure to hang, and it's been a real treat. Oh God, here it comes.
Any last words?
All right.
Any last
Bye,
words?
everybody. Thanks for watching. Ryan, thanks for having me.
No, thank you guys for watching. This has been a lot of fun. Hopefully, it was an hour of your night that you felt was well spent, and if not, I apologize. But I thank you guys for tuning in and watching this episode of The Rookie and Ghost Files. And just a reminder, Ghost Files out now on Watcher TV. First ep is live over there, and the first debrief will be coming out this Friday. Or if you want to watch it on YouTube, it'll be out on May 16th, episode 1 of Ghost Files, where we go to the Basin Park Hotel in Arkansas. Very fun season, a little mini bonus season of Ghost Files right now, 4 episodes. And then our standard 6-episode season in the fall, where we'll be doing something different for some of those episodes. So I'm excited for you guys to see that. But yeah, until then, again, thank you guys for supporting Ghost Files and Watcher. And obviously, there's no way we are able to do something as cool as this without all of that. So, for myself and everybody at Watcher, I appreciate it. And hope you guys have a good night. Let us know what you thought of the ep. And now they're talking about the Pope, so I think that's my time to go. Take it easy, guys. I'm going to go see if the Lakers won. Bye-bye.